oftentimes, we've got our YouTube ministry, and we work very diligently. We're good stewards about trying to keep our message, that which is true, trying to let everyone choose, and then we put it out on the internet so it's available to people. And the other day I was just talking to God, like, does anyone ever look at these? Other than the few that already love and know us, does anyone ever stumble upon us? And I got an email yesterday that I wanted to share with you. It's Dearest People of InnerQuest. Thank you so much for your ministry. Your website is an inspiration to me, as I had quite the struggle with finding my balance with spirituality and faith. With my first Reiki attunement, I knew I was on the right path to being a real healer, but had no reference for blending it with my Christianity. I actually wondered if I'd made a mistake welcoming Reiki into my life. Finding your website and watching your videos on YouTube was a balm for my soul. Most of the folks in my Reiki family shun organized worship other than the occasional solstice or new moon celebration. I was raised with a weekly church gathering and thought that this was a thing of the past for me. I recently moved from Pennsylvania to West Texas, and I'm not yet finding open thinkers here, but my fiance and I are on the same path spiritually. So we have a circle of 2 so far. Her fiance has a call to ministry and is studying. He wants a Reiki attunement, and as of yet, they have not found a master locally, but they're continuing to keep their hearts and ears open. I hope that one day we will journey to Georgia to join you in worship. Until then, we are there in spirit. Again, thank you for InnerQuest Ministry, and be blessed on your journey. So, this wee little church is holding the vision that bridges the gap between healing and Christianity, between God and knowing the Christ within. And we do believe with all our hearts and souls that God is that beautiful, loving presence that is both Father and Mother, because it is our Creator. God is nearer than hands and feet and dearer than hands and feet. And Jesus Christ came to show us the way to our own Christed awakening. And we have a personal relationship with this divine intelligence, this wisdom, this love. And we ask that it move through our lives to make our lives full of love and divine wisdom and intelligence. So I'm just sharing this with you as an affirmation of the work that this sweet little church is doing in consciousness. So say yay, God. Yeah. Writing our own God story. This is the service today. Writing our own God story. Writing our own God story. When we think of our story, do we really think about how God is moving through our lives? But that is our God story. How is God moving through my life? The Bible story, the entire Old Testament and New Testament, is really a book about how God is moving through people's lives. Have you caught on to that yet? How they deal with God, what message they get from God. Do they pass or fail? The Old Testament is full of a lot of failures. There's a lot of dropping off the wagons. How am I letting God move through me? That's our story. And when you write your God story, there are always 2 characters. You and God. Those are your characters, always. So this is what they said. If you looked at your life up into this moment, what would the title of your story be? A War of Wills? Not Now, Go Away? The Prodigal Son? Or The Well-Lit Path? Some of us have chapters. Not Now, Go Away, Prodigal Son, okay, The Well-Lit Path. But all of us are living a God story. Our entire life is a God story. Woven in the story are the answers to the questions that you ask. Yes, you created it. Woven in the story are the answers to the questions that you ask. If you want to know about power, you will likely have a story full of challenges where you get to rise above and see the strength of God. If you want to know about the value of love, You might find that you have to lose love. Do you understand? To know the value of love, maybe you lose love. Maybe you've asked to know self. And then you find yourself expressing your will, because you have to fight your way out of race consciousness to know self. What have you been asking for? That is the life you've been living. They said we can know God in any way that we choose. How we know God is how we let God express through us. That's how we know God. And if you're seeking to find power, great. If you need to feel independent, great. If you need to know what greater love feels like, great. It's all up to you. But remember, this is how you're asking God to flow through you. So, everybody got it? Can everybody feel the life you've created to this point? All right. We are in an interesting moment in time. There's some really powerful aspects going on even right now. They're going to continue for about another month. And so people have been feeling a lot of their dreams are coming true. It's just like this magical time when you're actually seeing this dream that you've been having is manifesting. And I was talking to my son about it. I said, David, this is such a cool time. You know, the planets are great, and it's just fabulous. And I said, think about it. And I said, Jason has just filmed a part in a major motion picture. Courtney has co-written a song that's going to be on one of the major TV programs for the grand finale. And you're graduating from college finally. And he said to me, I haven't been dreaming big enough. And I think that might be true for a lot of us. But what we have been in right now, we're actually in a moment universally where we're seeing the fruition of what we've planted, our seeds. Some of them are interesting, you know. Some of our dreams have not been, I want to feel the love of God. Some of them have been, I want to know what it feels like to be independent. I want to know what it feels like. And some of those feelings are not so comfortable. You know, but we're in a little pocket right now where we're really getting to see what we've been creating. And I would encourage you all to pay attention. Pay attention over the next couple of weeks and see what's coming to you, and realize in the events you're going to see a question that you've put out to the universe, something you've wanted to experience. Take a deep breath, and be it good or bad, be it this side or that side, say, I did this.
I did this.
I did this. Now, we are soon entering a time of vast creativity. You know, every time a dream comes true, what happens? The slate is clean. It's time to open for something new. And there's this beautiful, again, a beautiful flow of energy from the universe that's going to support us in manifesting and creating something that we've never even dreamed of. I've talked to you about it before, but it's very real. And so they wanted us to kind of harness that. If we're talking about writing our God story, why not be ambitious? Why not be as conscious as we possibly can? And this beautiful pocket of creative energy is going to be June through September. And the universe is saying, what do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Beautiful creative energy. Are you ready? Okay. So, Patrick is ready. All right. So when I was talking with Spirit, this is what they said. And you know, they're flowing through me. And so these are my words. Most of us actually know how to manifest. We get out our little list and we write new car, new house, I need curtains, I need this or that. You know, we have our list of physical things that we seek to manifest. But they said, since this is such a boundaryless opportunity, why not set goals for your soul? Really look at, what does your soul want to feel? What does your God story want to look like?